Kelly Abdelghani, Renova Construction and Rubber Flooring USA. We do full gym renovation and gym construction. Building gyms that raise the bar is our new slogan that we haven't really used much. A little about me and Sam and what we did. I came from Saudi Arabia in 2011 on a student visa. And I got like a year of English as a second language, and by chance it was in Santa Barbara, California. I'm like, this is the United States, I think I might stay here for a little bit. After Santa Barbara and all the fun I had, I went to Cal Poly Pomona for some serious engineering, got my degree in a master's degree in civil engineering, in transportation engineering specifically, and then moved to Irvine for my PhD and completed that. But before I did, I liked working out. Sam liked working out. We were in the same department. We were in the same office, and so we were working out together until COVID happened in China. And when that happened in China, a lot of our colleagues are international students from China, so they were telling us what was going on over there. Over here, everybody was oblivious completely to it. So we decided, Sam actually was like, I don't want to work out at the gym anymore. We might catch something. So we decided to just not work out. And then we were like, no, you know what? Let's hit the gym at our own house. So I had a few dumbbells and things, and we were working out at my place in the beginning. And I went on this little quest to find, less expensive equipment. And whenever I do, and this, I've always liked business, and so I wanted to find something that was a good enough deal that I could, sell it potentially to others. And I do this with a lot of other things. But with this specifically, it hit big because when the gyms closed eventually, and we're talking after like about a month of us working out, or maybe a little bit more, the gyms closed. All the shops were completely sold out of anything gym or workout related, and we had access to all kinds of like wholesalers who by the port, who nobody knew about. They didn't have any signage or any. It was very hard to find them, but they had really good deals of really nice brand new equipment from even the 90s. It was like just laying there and on the racks. This is a picture from my house. We had, once the call started coming in and people started finding us, we actually had bought trailers of this stuff. So it was just bumper plates and dumbbells. And then we moved to a friend's garage, and we had like U-Haul trucks full of like benches and things. And eventually we found flooring. This was before we actually started the business. This was when we were just working out together. Like the first year, I think Sam was at UCI. Then we moved our business to a smaller warehouse where you could tell how excited I am jumping on the boxes and taking pictures from the top. And yeah, we started getting in like the big dumbbells, and everything was moving, so we completely neglected school. And luckily we have really nice professors, so they didn't know what was going on. Then we moved finally to where we are right now, the big warehouse where we get truckloads, and usually we'll get overstocked and we'll have like a whole mess of big pallets full of rubber flooring because it does move very quickly. About Renova Construction, we do have a General B license, so we're trying to move into that. We're trying to move more into full construction, homes, commercial. That would be the goal, and then maybe from there, in I don't know, a decade or two into real estate, hopefully earlier. So we do, for right now, full gym renovation, and we do provide these construction materials that we use. We sell them directly to the end user. So we'll get a lot of homeowners who come in and buy 400 square feet of rubber flooring for their garage, or they'll get the panels for their indoor or outdoor. And both sides of the business are really good, the construction side and just the selling of materials to contractors and homeowners. Rubber flooring, we have a few of those over here along with the sports turf in different thicknesses. So we have thicknesses that homeowners are happy with, and we have thicknesses that are super heavy duty for large, commercial gyms that do a lot of like CrossFit style lifting. And then we have the turf for sleds and for indoor and outdoor, where you have like for football or even for just, a little bit of lawn turf even for your dog. And then we have the mirrors. This rubber flooring, a few uses for it is people use it for their stables, for their horses because it's a softer surface. They use it in ice rinks. There's a bunch of different uses. Sometimes they'll just use it on the side of the road to have a better sight of the road so that it stops the weeds from growing out. So they'll have like miles and miles of this stuff in 1/2-inch thickness stretched out. We've done, like when we started out, this was one of our first projects for the Salvation Army. We did like 6,500 square feet. We changed their entire basketball court, and they actually wanted it to help the community during COVID. They had like homeless people, so when we knew that, we helped them install it like on the house. We were like, we're gonna come in and do the installation for you as part of our contribution to the community. And then these are some of the really nice commercial gyms that do like group fitness, and they do a lot of activities for children's fitness as well. These are some of the really nice projects that we've done. These are some home gyms. So we did their flooring. We provided them with some of the equipment, the mirrors. We installed those as well. We've done quite a bit. I mean, we've done everything with mirrors, from like dance studios to gyms to even just inside the homes, like high-end homes. They'd want like mirrors from floor to ceiling. Personally, I have my house in all mirrors because it does really great with expanding the little bit of space you have. It doubles the space, visually. If you have views, it reflects the views very nicely, so it works great. That's commercial mirrors, Pilates studios, dance studio, and the artificial sports turf. Usually they'll use like a long strip at commercial gyms just for the sleds to push. They come with either padding or without, if it's like a kind of like a low intensity gym. And then we do also do like lawn turf. We've done a whole bunch of projects with that. Big houses, in the desert, and we'll just have, big spaces of turf, just for visual, just decoratively. This is one of the projects we did just around the pool, just so it looks good. And then more gyms, commercial. We have them in different colors too, so it's really cool when you have turf in like a red or something that matches your logo. And that's it. Sam's up. Thank you so much.
So I'll be presenting these panels, and before that I do a quick background of me and how I got into contracting. I was born in 1992, and we lost my dad in 1994, so I barely can remember. And then after that, me, my mom, and my younger brother, we moved to our grandpa's house. We grew up there with him, and he was a general contractor. So he had started as a construction worker when he was a kid, and made his way through being a general contractor, building schools, hospitals, and a grading company. Like doing grading stuff. This Cat 950 was one of his equipment. He really loved that Cat 950, and so do I. So when I was a kid, I would go with him on job sites, and this was my favorite piece of equipment because it was really cool compared to other ones. And I would go sit next to the operator some days, like for half a day. It was my grandpa's favorite piece of equipment too, because he made so much money with that. So I grew up with him and like going on the job sites and so on until I was 14. When I was 14, we started building our house, like a new house, which this one is the entrance door of that. And I was, as a 14-year-old, I was helping my grandpa because he was retired at the time. I was helping him dealing with subcontractors and scheduling and those things. And the highlight of that is this entrance door that we did with travertine, like the walnut and orange travertine. It comes from like 2 hours away from our hometown. The design of that entrance door, I think it's really cool. It's like an oval shape entrance door. The design and material, my uncle did it, but he was so busy at the time that we did this, and he just sent me the design, and I was like, I think 16-year-old. Me and the mason, we did this in 2-3 days. So yeah, we drew it into onto the ground and put the slabs over there and cut it. So I was in charge of that. So I think that's really cool for me. So and then after that, I went to college for as a civil engineer, and I did my bachelor's back there in Iran, and came here in 2017 in UCI, and that's how we met with Kelly and started from there. All right, so about the panels, I wanted to give you a explanation of how many types of these panels are out there. There are interior panels like these trending, they call it slat panels or cladding panels. So there are interior and exterior panels. For the interior panels, they are 3 types, which are, the first one is this PVC, which is the cheapest one, like $4 a square foot. I pass it around. Then the next one is the wood veneer acoustical panel, which is this one, which is a little bit more expensive, about like $6 to $10 a square foot. And then the next one would be natural wood slat, which Peter does those. So he can tell how much per square foot is that. Yeah. So we have the first 2, the PVC and wood veneer. These 2 that I passed around. We have these 2 in stock. But if you need the natural wood slat, you have to go to Peter. For the exterior panels, there are 2 types in the market. One of them is WPC, which is PVC plus wood fiber, good for outdoor, and there are also some aluminum panels. This WPC is around $8 a square foot. The aluminum panels, they are about $15 to $20 per square foot. So we have the WPC, but we don't get the aluminum. So there are some companies doing the aluminum, but usually those are mostly for commercial and high-end buildings who can pay like more than $20 per square foot. So this is a house. We overdid it with these WPC outdoor panel. We did all around. This house is in Sherman Oaks. We did all around the main house, the ADU, with the WPC brown, and then we did the backyard with gray WPC, the same material. So when you enter that house, everything is WPC. These are the indoor uses of either the wood veneer panel or the PVC panel. So usually they do like behind the TV with some marble or marble sheet, or any like under the counter, any type of accent wall that you want to do, you can use those panels. Even for the ceiling of a deck or commercial space, that's a boba shop in Fresno. They did a design with those boxwood or green hedges. They mix it together. And then the next product that we are bringing in, these are the marble sheets. So these are 4x8 sheets in different designs and different thicknesses. This is 3mm thick, which is the most popular one, but you can go thicker than this too. And so if you want to get the actual real marble, you have to pay probably more than $15-20 per square foot. But if you don't have that much money like me, you can do these for $4 a square foot. and all kinds of design, like black design or any kind of marble design. And usually they go well with the slat panel, like behind the TV wall. They mix these together. So I pass this around also. And they're the same material as vinyl flooring, so they're weatherproof, waterproof. Some people even use those in showers instead of tile. So yeah, that's it.
Nice.
So maybe have Kelly come up and join you for Q&A.
Yeah, you better get up there.
So,
We got some questions.
How does the color hold up outside?
The exterior panels, the WPC, those are UV rated, so the color will hold up. And the first project we did was in San Pedro about 2.5 years ago, and it still looks good. So the manufacturer says 15 years of warranty. Yeah, I mean, we can confirm 2.5 years right now.
Call us in 15 years.
Okay, go ahead.
So on the rubber flooring, do you guys do custom cutting of that, like around bins or? Like
We
a
do,
boat
yeah.
or
In our
house?
installation, they're very flexible material. The thinner, the more flexible. The thicker ones are a hassle to deal with. But our professional installers have been doing this for like 25 years.
What do they cut it with? The rubber?
Box cutter, like
Okay.
just a utility knife.
What if you wanted to do a logo or something? When you do CNC?
For logos, yeah, you'd probably have to cut it, maybe with a water jet. We haven't done a whole lot of logos on the rubber flooring, but we do with the turf, and we get that directly from the manufacturer. They use water jet to cut everything. The rubber is made of recycled tractor tires mostly, but they also use regular tires, and the speckle is what makes it a little more expensive. The more the color there's in it. Those are manufactured rubber, so it's pretty cool material to work with. Not the easiest if you don't have experience with it, because of the fact that it's a lot more flexible. With heat, it'll expand and retract. So we get a lot of calls for redoing the floors, just like Sharon. But because whoever installs their rubber, if they find someone who does it for cheap, they haven't dealt with rubber flooring before, and they'll just treat it as they would any other flooring when they install. Questions?
So guys, first of all, excellent presentation. Got a really nice catalog that you shared with us today. I think the way you did that was really good. So I'm still trying to understand, are you guys a wholesaler to contractors? Are you a specialty gym? I mean, you guys kind of have your hands in a few things here.
We do.
So are you wholesaling then
We wholesale it
to contractors?
to contractors, and we sell directly retail to customers, to end
Homeowners.
customers, homeowners, gym owners,
Property owners, yeah.
and we do the full installation as well if someone needs it. So we'll turn into a contractor to go in and install commercially, and our prices are always very competitive for installation. So we'll do anything we can, and we'll even do other things, like we'll experiment with like different flooring or different panels on the wall. If they have something that they want us to install for them, we'll bring in people to do paint or whatever, because some of the customers are like, just this is what I want, do it for me. We'll sub a whole bunch of stuff out and get it done for them.
So you do the marble, the synthetic marble, and
The panels and the
authentic marble,
floor.
or you guys don't get into that, or you do?
Yeah, we don't do the real marble. We just got those marble sheets because they go well with the panels that we have.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same kind of manufacturer. So we brought that in, but we don't do any, we don't stock any real marble. Maybe for a job we just order it, but we don't.
On the gym side, more residential or more commercial?
Both. Square footage, more commercial. Number of customers, more home gyms.
So we get a lot of walk-ins during the day for just like 20 by 10, half of the garage kind of deal, or like even an 8 by 8. Someone would want it like in their room or something, or in their office. And then we'll get a phone call saying I have a 10,000 square foot gym. Some like famous people too, like they have like millions of followers on Instagram. They'll find us, and because we'll have the best price, and they'll be like, can you come in, take a look, and give me a quote, and we'll end up doing the job.
Very cool.
So I had a question about the paneling, and go to the photo with the happy dog there. So I'm sure something that might be on the minds of homeowners, especially if they own dogs, is how easy are they to clean, and depending on what you're using to clean it, whether it's the chemicals or materials you're using, or what you're using, sponges or scouring pads, or possibly even something more abrasive like steel wool. How easy are they to clean, especially from sources of strong odor, food, etc. And how durable are they in terms of somebody perhaps not knowing any better and just kind of abusing them?
For the panels, they are PVC panel. For the PVC panel, they don't absorb anything, and you can wet wipe it, or you can even wash it. So there's no worries about those. But for the wood veneer panels, those are MDF. They say it's moisture resistant MDF, and they will hold up. For example, if you install them in your bathroom, they will hold up probably good over time, but you cannot like do wet wipe or like wash those. So probably if you have a pet, you better do the PVC instead of the wood veneer for those reasons.
Okay, that makes sense. So it should be a consultative process in talking to the customer, like, okay, what's your lifestyle? What are you thinking of using it for, etc.
Exactly.
That's a good question, because I have a neighbor who actually like waters down all her walls. I have no idea why, but she just goes down the entire exterior of the the community walls.
Pressure washer, man.
Yeah.
So the marble sheet, it looked like it was kind of scratched up. So they scratch easily. You wouldn't recommend like putting them on a floor or anything, right?
Those, yeah, they are not scratch resistant, and usually they're only for the look of the like wall. So the manufacturer doesn't recommend putting it as a floor.
Well, you said someone used it in a shower, and I'm like, that would get all scratched up, I would think.
Probably on the walls only.
On the walls, yeah, I've seen on the wall of showers. I mean, I've never, we never did this in the shower, but some customer, they get it and do their bathroom with it because they say it's cheaper than tile.
It looks like a full slab too.
Yeah, but I don't know how it will hold up in a bathroom wall. But for the floor, for sure not. Yeah, for the installation of these, for the indoor panels, you can use all-purpose glue to glue it into the drywall, or like plywood if you have, or do screws. There are some clips that you can install those with clips and screws for indoor. And then for outdoor, you can use screws again for putting it into the stucco or whatever kind of outdoor material you have. Also, the easiest way that we usually do when we do project is nail gun for outdoor. So it's super easy, nail gun, and then they interlock these panels, so you can screw or nail gun the lip that's gonna get covered by the next panel, and then cover that up.
Is there different profiles available other than the standard like 1x1 slab? I mean, is there like a 1x3? Is there like a tambour? Is there other profiles too?
They have a lot of profiles. Like you can basically custom order anything that you want.
Those are all extruded, right?
Yes, and the panels for the PVC and WPC panels, they are like 6 to 8 inch wide, which is the same width as the sample, by 9.5 feet tall. And with those, you can do anything. Like you can change the width of the slat, the gap, whatever you want. But these are the most popular designs that's in the market. But manufacturers sent us like 20, 30 different designs that we cannot stock all of those in different colors and then wait for a customer to come pick it up.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you.
Great job.
We're very lucky to have found you guys. We're very happy with with the whole community that we have here in BTN. We feel really welcomed, from day one. I know I've missed a few meetings, but it's really heartwarming to see how everybody takes care of each other. The referrals, it's a refreshing hangout every Tuesday, really. And we learned a lot from all the presentations. So we hope that we can give back a little bit as well. So thank you again so
Thanks,
much.
Kelly.
Thank you.